blessing our community. And Lord, I just want to continue praying for protection for our police officers and our firemen, our first responders. Lord, I ask your name. Amen.
Amen. Call to order City Council meeting September 18th, 2025. Allie, you want to do the pledge? Okay, if you guys can please speak into the microphones. It is hard to hear on the video.
Do we need to pull them closer to us?
You can?
Is that going to help, Ronnie? Yeah. Pull them closer.
Hot mic. Okay, Miss Vicki, roll call when you're ready.
Yes, ma'am. J.P. Hodges,
Here.
Lewis Short,
Here.
Lane Tubbs, Pete Harris,
Here.
Chris Foster,
Here.
Allie Sugg,
Here.
Amy Bader,
Here.
Andy Eklund,
Here.
Attorney Prince,
Here.
Mayor Griffin,
Here.
members of the press.
Let the record show we have a quorum. Motion to waive the reading of the minutes and approve them as presented of August 18th, 2025 City Council meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Vicki?
Andy Eklund,
Yes.
Amy Bader,
Yes.
Allie Sugg,
Yes.
Chris Foster,
Yes.
Pete Harris,
Yes.
Lewis Short,
Yes.
J.P. Hodges.
Yes.
Motion carried. Next, approval of payments journals dated August 1st through August 31st, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Y'all ready to go or something?
They're busy. There's a side conversation.
Any discussion? Vicki, when you're ready.
There's some discussion.
Chris Foster,
Yes.
Pete Harris,
Yes.
Amy Bader,
Yes.
J.P. Hodges,
Yes.
Allie Sugg,
Yes.
Lewis Short,
Yes.
Andy Eklund,
Yes.
Motion carried. Next, approval of the street fund, financial statement, sanitation fund, general fund, community center O&M, and miscellaneous funds dated August 31st, 2025.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Ms. Vicki?
Lewis Short,
Yes.
Amy Bader,
Yes.
J.P. Hodges,
Yes.
Andy Eklund,
Yes.
Pete Harris,
Yes.
Chris Foster,
Yes.
Allie Sugg.
Yes.
Motion carried. Do you guys have any questions for your supervisors? And also, I would like to add that the Tims are here from Train if you have any questions from them. Or if you guys would like to give any kind of update. Okay, great.
Gorman, project manager for the energy project. We are currently wrapping the project up. You guys have been having savings since last July on all the lighting when it was completed for the electrical side of the job. Dectron took a while to get here for the pool pack. We've been battling some things there, but we got it all ironed out now. So I'm in the process of close out documents so we can start the inventory.
Okay, great. How's the new board working?
So far, knock on wood, okay. So I'm still in response currently with Dectron.
Okay.
I got here early today to ask some more information, so I took some pictures and
Thank
sent
you.
it back. So we're trying to figure out one little piece that the board keeps blowing, but they've disabled a point, so we're working through that.
Okay, great.
So hopefully we'll get it resolved.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And you guys have any questions? When will we begin to see the savings? Do you know?
You've actually already been seeing the savings since
Okay.
last year.
Okay.
I actually had Josh pull your electric bills, I think for July, from last year to this year.
Okay.
You're saving, for the community center alone and the aquatic center, you were saving about 4,000 kilowatts between last year and this year because of the lighting retrofit. So we can't control the electric company's cost, but we can control how much KW we're using.
Right.
So I will, once I get all the documentation pulled together. I'll get with Josh, we'll sign off on all the different ECMs that was completed, and then we'll actually come out with the MMB turnover to actually do the start of the actual date of the savings. But
Okay.
we can backdate that starting point when you actually started the savings portion of it.
Okay, fantastic.
So, but other than that, yeah, I got to get the bills for like where your office is and the fire station
Okay.
across the street.
Do you need those emailed to you from a certain time to a certain time?
I'll send you an email.
Oh, perfect.
I mean, I'm in the process of pulling all this information together right now. So.
Okay.
Okay. Any
Great.
other questions?
You don't have anything to do with the boiler, or do you?
Which boiler?
I don't know. It says we're having boiler issues.
Yes, building boiler issues downstairs.
Okay.
Our service department's actually been trying to get that straightened out. We're trying to figure out what's causing it to go out
Okay.
on a regular basis. And we're pushing hard to get that ironed out. Actually, Tim and I both were just downstairs looking at them because they're out again. So
Okay.
they're having an issue. I tried to restart one of them, and it's not doing what it's supposed to do. So we
Okay.
got to get one of our service techs out to take care of it. And
And
we
are
also
the-
got
Are those new?
you have some air handler problems that we're actually eating the cost on for repairs to help you guys out.
Thank
So,
you.
eating about $4,000 of stuff, so
Oh.
just taking care of some things.
Okay.
Because it's part of helping the energy side is we got to get some things fixed. It's every time we try to do something, you have a 17-year-old building,
Yeah.
things are old.
Yeah.
They're at the end of their life. So it's, we've been trying to get this process, but every time we get up to a point, something else breaks. We
Right.
get to a point, something else breaks. So it's just been an ongoing drag-out issue.
Playing
over
catch up.
time. So,
Okay.
anything else?
We appreciate you coming and checking it out, because that was obviously something that we didn't have with the last company. So,
Trust me, I spend a lot of time up here.
yeah. So, thank you for coming.
No problem.
And,
Yeah.
and
Thank you,
following
Tim.
up.
I have one more question.
Okay.
Yep.
So, like, I know you said you're going to backdate to when the contract, when it actually started? Or
For
when
the, and for the M&B side, yes.
what does that acronym mean?
Measuring value.
Okay.
So we're going to take the measurement. So we did a pre-check like on all the electricity in all the buildings. We recorded it.
Yeah.
And then when they finished the electric, we actually came back and did a whole nother one so we could see the difference in the savings of that point. And that'll
Okay.
be a part of the paperwork that you guys will receive. You'll actually see that 2 different points.
'Cause I know we talked about it this last, like, was last meeting, the meeting before last, about, like, when that would actually, like, that, say, like, the back date talk we were talking about, when that contract started, and we had all these other issues that was going to, like, prolong that potentially, but that's not the case. They just started it.
That's what
Yeah.
it sounds like. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Am I right?
Yeah,
on
that's
that?
why they're here to iron out the
Okay.
details for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
that is
Gotcha.
Great.
Thanks.
correct. No problem.
Okay. Do y'all have any questions for the department heads?
I have a question for Chief Hale about the flock cameras. Is this a good time to talk about that?
Yes, ma'am.
I saw your letter, and I was just curious for the number of cameras that you're wanting to have and where you're planning on putting them.
Can you get a microphone? Ronnie's. We got to hear it on video.
Okay.
For the video.
Yes. We budgeted for 4 cameras in this year's budget as a test run based on what we were looking at money-wise after doing ISOMs and some other things. We're able to go ahead and do it. So those 4 cameras will be on, let's just say, the intersections on the surrounding part of town. And I don't really want to say exactly where. I mean, people will figure it out eventually, but let's let them figure it out. So gives us an advantage every time. So, but they will be on entrances into the city limits of Heber Springs. So there were some issues up at Greer's Ferry, and so that became a concern, and that's why you got the letter, because we got to be all in on this, and I don't want to get something installed and then go, whoa, wait.
What's the
Which is what
pushback?
happened up in Greer's Ferry. So
What's the pushback in Greer's Ferry?
It was like facing somebody's house, wasn't it?
no. it
Oh.
wasn't.
No, it.
But it
I thought
caught a
that's what it
sliver of his yard. All of these are on state right-of-ways.
Yeah.
In our current situation, what we're doing, Flock is handling the permitting from the state, so everything's going to be on a state right-of-way, approved, done. It would only be if people got upset that there was a picture of the back of their car coming into Heber Springs that we would start getting blowback. And I think that's what's happening here. So, that being said, it's about $12,000 it's going to cost. It could be asked for in the 26 budget because they're probably, due to permitting and all that, probably not going to get it done this year. So they don't bill until 60 days after we're satisfied with it. So flock cameras have been very successful. North Little Rock, they're also used in Searcy, Cabot, just a lot of the surrounding areas, which allows us buy-in into their camera system if we're needing to search for something. So,
So does this,
you're getting into the next.
do the results, if something is needed, come directly to the officer's laptop or to dispatch?
Yeah, we'll get an email, notification that, like a stolen vehicle out of Little Rock.
Right.
That's my greatest concern. And what I'm hoping to catch here is we had a spree a couple of years ago of juveniles primarily that were bringing stolen cars from the Little Rock area up here and taking one of ours and going back down there and tearing it up. So I'm hoping that that'll give us a little bit of an early warning that we've got a stolen car in here. We can get our guys into an area quicker and in force, trying to keep there from being any kind of pursuits or anything around town. I do not want pursuits. I will pursue, but we don't want it. And if we can avoid it at all, I think this is going to give us an advantage there. And on the property crime side of it,
When
we
ladies
have
go
boats
around
that are
stealing
stolen.
signs.
Do what?
When ladies go around stealing signs.
Yeah.
No, there really is. I mean, it wasn't just me. Like, real estate agents were saying, I mean, those signs cost a lot. And
Yeah,
they were
they
just
do,
disappearing.
but a lot of
But
that
you
was
could you could say
internal.
either somebody picked it up or they just fell down. You know.
Yeah, but,
If you got
but a lot of
videos.
that was internal. You know, we're looking for more of the large items going outside the city limits.
Oh, outside the city limits.
Both, well, when they're
That's that
going back
intersection
out,
on
Oh.
we will be able
Okay.
to
That's why I
track
was saying
back on
intersection.
cameras and go, okay, this is something capable of pulling a
Your
boat.
signs are way down the road.
And
Yeah.
be able to
still-
look back on them coming in, get the tag, whatever descriptors there are, and work off of that.
So-
Right now, the investigators have to go around to every ring camera that might be on the trail and ask for help from our citizens. So that will shorten that up some.
So,
Which takes an incredible amount of time.
Yes.
So this is not something that is actively being watched all the time. It's just
No,
something they can
no.
go back to look on a digital record if they're trying to trace something like that.
I believe that is part of the misconception
Right.
of the system. And, you know, it's unfortunate. But,
Right.
Jerry Sperry did not get rid of the system. They're just having to relocate some cameras to some different locations. So they will be in on it. Mountain View has cameras now. So we've got a pretty good little network developing here.
So other departments can contact each other if they're
Yes.
trying to. And then what is the expected lifespan on the,
Well, it's one of those annual subscriptions. We'll be paying for it every year if it works.
through the, so it's not like per camera, it's just,
Yeah, just $3,000 a camera. They handle all of the, if a camera needs replaced, anything like that.
gotcha. Upkeep and maintenance,
They keep it
gotcha.
running.
That's nice.
The only thing they don't cover, and we'll have to have some insurance on it, is, you know, somebody runs over a camera.
Or BB gun, something like that, I assume.
You know, these things are pretty good.
Pretty stout.
Yeah, I don't, they didn't discuss any problems like that, and North Little Rock PD's running them. And
If it's not happening down there,
they
it's
get
not gonna
shot
happen
out
here.
with a 22, then, you know, I think we're in good shape. So,
Right.
My biggest concern before you clarified was just like its field of vision and private citizens property, but it sounds like that's not a concern.
It is not.
And just the give and take, there's personal privacy and then there's safety and protection, and those are always things that are kind of a give and take. So just checking on
Yes,
that.
ma'am. It is all on public right of way. So, I don't, Rebecca could speak to that more so, but legal
The
counsel
concern was with the
everywhere
Fourth
said
Amendment
these are fine.
violation, and I think having them on the public right of way, these are not going to be parked outside somebody's driveway or somebody's front door. I feel confident it's a good solution. It's a great time saver. Detective Griffin gave me an example the other day. We had a car stolen from here last year, I think, and what took him 5 days to recover, and he did recover it, would probably have been recovered the same day if we had these cameras.
And situations like, a few weeks ago, Van Buren County, aggravated robberies, there was 3 of them, some burglaries. They knew the guy had a gun because he, on video, with a gun in his belt. And, if those get put out quick enough, the officers are going to get a heads up, hey, this is a armed robbery suspect, and they're getting a notification, so we know how to deal with it as well. So, once again, I see no downturn to it. I would like to try it for a year. If it ain't working, then we go on to something else. But these are not a live view camera, so they're not watching you all the time.
Right.
And nobody can log into it. It's not like the
No,
beach
it's
camp.
law enforcement only, and
Yeah.
those are, actually, you have to have a class for that. So, there will only be a few at PD that are going to be using it, probably CID and maybe some folks at the
Great.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I think you should stay there for just a minute.
Uh-oh.
Well, we've got this off-duty policy, and we have it tabled, but I didn't know if you wanted to discuss it, if anybody had any questions they wanted to ask now. I thought we could discuss it, and then if we need to change it, we can change it and pass it at the next meeting. Yes.
We don't have anything on that ready.
Not yet?
We don't have anything.
That's
in
why
there.
Okay.
we've tabled it till next month.
I want to double check since we already had it on there. Okay, thank you. Which other thing? New, it's on the new business, yeah. You can have a break for a minute. Any more questions for the supervisors? Okay, I'll go ahead and go on to unfinished business. The ball field shade bid update. Nick is working on that for me. The auction items, I brought you a list. And if you guys want to, we can go ahead and remove these from fixed assets as the auction list and get these vehicles removed. We did pretty good on it.
Can we just do all these at once?
Yes.
Yeah. Police made $5,832. Fire got $3,915. Public Works $21,221, and Parks made $11,224.
These go back into the equipment funds for those? Is that what
Yes,
they
I
do?
would prefer that if that's good.
That's what we need to make in the motion?
Well, no, we've already made that motion last time we had the auction.
Gotcha.
I think we just need to remove them from the fixed assets and say that they were auctioned.
So we need to make a motion to remove them from
Yes, sir.
fixed assets of the city.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I make a motion that we remove the items that were sold at auction from assets of the city.
I second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Okay, Ms. Vicki?
Okay, Andy Eklund,
Yes.
Amy Bader,
Yes.
Alex Sugg,
Yes.
Chris Foster,
Yes.
Pete Harris,
Yes.
Lewis Short,
Yes.
J.P. Hodges,
Yes.
Motion carried. Next, we have the Sandy Beach list. I spoke with Miss Carey, and she ran some numbers. And Josh needs at least $15,000 to cover some of these expenses and to get him through the end of the year. So it's not the whole 44 like we had thought. But if we can, at minimum, allocate 15,000 for Sandy Beach. And some of these additional items at the bottom, I believe we should wait till budget time and address them then. Like the picnic tables, maybe even the foot bath, but the season's about over, the parking poles, and then we can wait and see what the quote is and go from there for the parking area washouts.
So what is it for?
That's what I was gonna say. What's the 15,000 for then?
Oh, it's for some of these items that are already listed and for whatever he needs to finish out the year.
The above, I thought was already spent on the top.
It is.
I think most of it is.
So
We just need to allocate it
Yes,
in
ma'am.
the budget. It wasn't allocated.
So at the last meeting, we
Yeah.
approved 17,000, but
Right.
we asked to bring a listing of that.
Yes, and this
So
is.
this 26 includes that 17.
So,
Carrie,
yeah.
can you help?
If
Oh,
your safety is at risk, ask me to call emergency
Oh.
services.
I think I got that covered.
Yeah, so are you asking for 17, or 15,000 on top of the 17,000 that we approved last?
Correct.
but we don't know what it's for.
Well, it's mostly for these items and a little cushion to get him through if he needs any more equipment replacement until the end of the year, because there was nothing budgeted for that.
But the top of the list is already spent.
Correct. But we asked for a list of what he needs for the 15,000. That's why we're asking that.
Oh.
And
Well-
you're saying that you don't think we should approve the stuff on the bottom. So
I-
that's why,
We're confused.
yeah, it's confusing because we've already given him 17.
Which I think is part of the 26 that's accounted for here, I'm assuming. I'm hoping.
I would assume so.
Assume. So it's 9. It's like 9.
Yeah,
Right.
well, I was
Plus
thinking 8 to
6 more is
10,
what he's
but
saying.
then there's nothing for the rest of the year. So what if we split the difference and do like 10?
Maybe he comes back next month with a list
Another list? Sure,
of
can do that.
What is he?
what
What are
his
we approving?
15,000 is for that he needs for the rest of the year. I mean, we don't normally just go, yeah, you can get 15,000 without knowing what
Is
exactly
it
it's going
emergency
for.
you purchase right now, whatever you need?
I don't
Can we
think
table
so.
it till he's present?
Well, and we can always wait and bring back invoices if we need to do that.
Yeah, we allocated 17,000 last month to pay, I'm guessing for
To
the
pay
stuff
for-
on the top.
Well, the stuff on the top amounts to 26,000, so I guess the 17.
So what did the 15 pay, or the 17 pay for? That's what we asked last month for a list of.
For the 17?
Yeah. So that's why I thought,
What did the 17 pay for, and what's the additional request? Is that fair?
yes.
Well, that's going to be another list. Josh has been gone I was gone, and now Josh is gone. Okay.
So we approved the 17 last month. We wanted to know what the 17 had gone for. If
Carrie?
it-
On top of the 17 that we approved last month.
Yes.
So that would be close. I mean, this says 26,481. If we approve 17, you'd be within $600 of what is already spent. But that doesn't get us through to the end of the year either.
Right.
Right.
If
Okay.
any other department head came to us and said, I've spent $50,000 or 27,000, and now I need y'all to give it to me, I don't think we'd be real happy with that.
Right. Well, in Josh's mind, he was like, I'm making this revenue, I can spend it. And I was like, you got to pump the brakes. We can't spend that. It's not budgeted. It hasn't been allocated for that yet. He didn't understand that. He does now.
I would just like, and I mentioned this in my email, with the additional scrutiny that's happened in the library, I think it's really important for us to see that some of these larger expenditures before we say, yes, you can just have more money. And I'm not saying I don't trust Josh or others that have been involved. I think it would just be important for us to see it before we just say, yes, more money.
Okay. Do you want to allocate any funds to cover what has already been spent? And I can email copies of those invoices.
Yeah, if we owe it, we need to pay it.
Right.
We just need to
Yeah.
know what we're paying for.
Well, and there's nowhere else in his budget that this could come from?
There may be a couple things that can go into equipment. We can table it and bring it back.
Well, the other thing too is the money that's brought in at Sandy Beach has to be spent at Sandy Beach. So
Right.
if we're bringing in the money there, we're better off not using something somewhere else in his budget because this has to be shown to the Corps as an expense that was used there.
Yeah. But
Year-to-date,
But-
we've
but-
made.
But yes, right. It still needs to be in the
City council
budget
gets to
next year,
decide.
right?
Yeah.
I understand,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well,
100%.
Year-to-date to today, we've made 57,000 at Sandy Beach.
Right.
I mean, the whole reason for us to charge
Absolutely.
was so we could figure out either security, an attendant, or something like that. I mean, it wasn't just so we could buy stuff like this.
Right, I
That
got
was
you.
not the intent,
Mm-hmm.
so. I mean, so,
I mean, some of this is just maintenance costs.
Mm-hmm.
like, what was the event? Like, what event did the city have that we would put, what event was that?
4th of July, probably.
And that comes out of our,
Where's it at?
it says bonds, septic.
Oh,
That's the company.
Like,
That-
we wouldn't put porta potties down there. Doesn't the company putting on the event put the porta potties down there? Pay for those?
And
no,
like-
we put some down there.
Okay. I mean, I always thought that came out of the event budget. Like, whoever was putting on the event, not the city.
Like the equipment he bought, like the archery gator, receiver hitch, leaf blower, pole saw, chainsaw, are these things used only at Sandy Beach?
No. They're used other places.
Seems like that ought to come out of his,
General, or is,
oh, you know.
Okay, well, I'll gather some more information, and we can just table this until next month. If y'all are okay with that.
yeah. I'd like for him to kind of look at his budget too, to see where he could maybe pull from.
But I mean, if we have bills, we need to pay them, right?
Well, I
We
mean,
can move money back over.
we can, yeah. I mean, I think most of them are already paid for.
Okay.
Okay. Okay,
Good luck.
new business, RDOT, the estimates for the 8th Street Bridge. We did receive a grant for this, and these are the options that they gave us. And it's the federal share, and then the share that's going to cost the city. And also the projected life of the project. Now, this bridge has been closed for 4 years, and we got some of the Biden infrastructure grant dollars, and it's just taken them that long to finally trickle down. So all they're waiting on is for us to make a decision, because I wanted to bring it to you guys, because this money is out of my scope, to see which option that you guys wanted to go with, because the city's going to have to pay a portion of this.
And the damage that closed it, do they know where that came from? I know it'd probably been there a while before they recognized it.
Yeah, I mean, the bridge is old.
Right. And we have trees and everything else that washed down in.
Yeah,
Sulphur
and
Creek.
there's a huge, I mean, Sulphur Creek goes right under it, and the water comes right up to it when we have one of those big heavy rains.
It doesn't flood there, though? Or it does flood there?
It's been up to the bridge, but it's never been over the bridge.
Okay.
And it's flooded the old county road department right there.
Right.
Mhm.
By the time it got to the bridge.
Yeah, they have a giant culvert right there
Yeah. It,
that I need
So
to get with
no.
But
the,
it doesn't flood from the bridge side, it floods behind the county lot, right?
well, the lot itself has been flooded before, but yeah, it behind it.
Because that's why they had that gravel berm around the old county
Right.
lot there, because it floods the road bad right behind that.
yeah, and I'm going to get with the Game and Fish Stream team to see if they can also help us with that big washout right there, because it
Okay.
needs to be built back up.
So looking at the different options, I called Scott to ask on some of these different things too.
Mhm.
And like one of them was the box culvert. And although it possibly could be the longest lasting, Scott said he thought it would probably end up and I don't want to talk for you, Scott, so but he said he thought it would clog up with debris there because of all the trees and stuff washing down the creek. And we've had problems with debris there before, or,
Every time it rains hard,
okay,
all the way up to Scott Street, and back around.
right.
It doesn't seem wise to spend $500,000 on something that may only last 10 years, but the jump between alternative 1 and 2 is significant.
Right.
Significant, but this, yeah, so,
And before talking to Scott, I would have said, let's go the middle route. It's the
Right.
one that possibly would have the longest lifespan,
Right.
but if it's just going to stop up every time and risk flooding more in that area, that's
This one?
obviously not the best choice. No,
Oh, the middle
option
one.
3,
Yeah.
which would have been the middle cost, is what
Okay.
I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, doing the math on it, even the one that is the shortest lifespan actually makes the most sense financially. Because if you're looking at even doing that 5 times, it's only $281,000 that the city would spend. But that's if grant money also pays for the repair every time we redo it, which is a big if.
Yes.
I don't think, we never did find out how old the previous one was.
I have no idea.
I know Scott didn't know, we just knew it was, been there a long time.
I mean, do we have the ability to pay either alternative 1 or alternative 2 at this point, or would it just simply come down to the most inexpensive option?
I think I think we'll struggle to pay alternative 2.
Okay,
That's a lot of money.
that is a lot.
Because my first instinct was the first one. But then I was like, no, I better wait. I need more opinions.
And so that's basically just taking the top off, putting a new top on there.
Yep.
So that everyone knows the difference between option 1 and option 2 is $4 million.
It's a big difference. It actually,
Sorry, the cost of
The total
option 2,
cost.
the total cost is
But the
$4 million.
city's share is
The city's share is $441,000. Option 1, the city's share would be $56,000.
So what decision needs to be made today?
Which option that we want to do to pay for. They're ready to move forward.
so,
But they're just waiting on us.
so.
Can you talk about what our budget is for this, or like where's this, like how we?
How are we paying for it?
Yes.
Well, we could possibly pay for it out of street.
$441,000.
Well, I mean, that's gonna eat any budget.
This is a dumb question, but do we have to can we not just leave it closed? Do we have to replace the bridge?
I mean, we got the grant money that was written into law, and we already accepted that we would pay 10% of our share. I think it would be silly to turn it down.
I have a quick
I mean,
question about that.
even if we go with the number 1.
I know they're clawing a lot of grant money back. This is not something that we'll have to consider or have a problem with that, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah. No, we had a scare too with the drainage
Right.
project, but we're good.
It seems like option 1 makes the most financial sense, even if we have
I
to do it
agree.
again in
I
10
agree.
to 20 years.
If we did it option 1 now, even if it was 10 or 20 years, it wouldn't be like would it be a complete like rework, like starting over like this is, or is it?
When it's time to do it again?
Yeah.
Well, that just depends on the structure of the bridge and how well it holds up and it's maintained. I mean, they inspect them every single year.
Yeah.
Well, they're supposed to inspect them every single.
No, they do. Oh, trust me, they do.
Is there something we can do?
Or at least since I've been in.
Is there something we can do on the grounds that are around that to maintain?
I think just trying to keep
Erosion.
the debris out of the way, and that's all depends on the weather and whatever's coming from upstream.
Every time it floods there at almost Scott and 11th, there's logs like this that
Right. Trees
wash up-
washing
Yeah,
down.
it just-
wash up onto the roadway.
And falls
So,
and,
no telling what's going on,
Right.
actually.
Which one of the other problems I'm sure is use on the road, and I know that's up to the state, correct?
Yes.
That they limit.
Yeah, we gotta remember the county shop was there, so they were bringing a
Yes.
lot of heavy equipment over that bridge.
Right.
and Stevenson Oil's
And-
over there as well.
Yeah.
But since the county
Yes.
road shop's not there anymore, it's not getting quite as much traffic,
Right.
so it'll probably last
It's getting
longer.
zero traffic.
Right.
For 4 years.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
true, it's had 0 traffic for 4
Right
years,
now.
so,
Yeah, and two, if
Thanks,
you
Rick.
do the decking, we can always lower the load limits to it, which will make it last longer.
yes.
You said
Nick,
that
right,
the
Nick.
engineer had mentioned the support stuff was still good. It was mainly just the
Yeah,
deck.
yes,
that's-
mainly the decking. What's happening is it's all rebar, and now with all the weight has cracked the concrete off the rebar and exposed it, and of course, it's rusting,
Right.
which is,
Rotting from
weakened
the outside, from
decking.
the inside out.
Mhm.
So I'm going to make a motion that we go with alternative number 1 for superstructure replacement on the bridge on 8th Street.
Before there's a second, I have a question.
Yep.
Sure.
Since no one, I believe, on this panel is an expert in this, should we get somebody like Nick?
We have had a bridge lady look at it before and give us a quote. And yeah,
What?
Which
Beverly Construction.
Construction, they do all the state bridges.
But I guess what I'm asking is a third party that isn't in the running for making a bid, that doesn't have a dog in the fight, but is knowledgeable.
well, I think since this is a federal grant and the state is doing all the work,
Mhm.
I think we let them do it.
Oh, you're saying, okay. So,
He just means information for us, right? Like-
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we can have
'Cause
somebody else look
We're
at it.
basically shooting from the hip right now.
Yeah, but I mean, the engineers have already been, from RDOT have already been out there.
Yeah.
And these were their options.
Okay.
So it's just a budgetary decision.
Correct. And, they're gonna bid it out, and they're gonna do all of that stuff. So I'm sure that they're gonna make sure that it's gonna last.
It's just weird that it goes from 56 to 375. Seems like there could be 2 more options.
Again,
Incrementally.
like you said, we're not experts.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
I mean,
I feel
it
like we're
just-
making a decision here.
Well, and we all sat in the meeting, and they explained all of these options to us. So, and we have a budget to look at. I think that's our biggest decision maker.
It'll be safe and ready to go. So,
Yeah, and like Scott said, we can lower the weight limit on it, and I think that would help.
So,
Yeah, definitely.
if we do 10 to 20 years, in 10 to 20 years, we do this again, and it's gone up, inflation or whatever, maybe to 75,000 for us. Well, if those grants are available again.
Right, but we don't know that we will have to do it
We
again
may
in
not.
10, 20 years.
The Lord may come back before then.
I mean, really? So.
Hope he does.
Yeah.
Amen. But I think it's going to be our the best bang for our buck. I hate to say that, but
Have you made the motion?
I did.
Second.
any more discussion? Vicky?
Okay, J.P. Hodges,
Yes.
Lewis Short,
Yes.
Pete Harris,
Yes.
Chris Foster,
Yes.
Amy Bader,
Yes.
Andy Eklund.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you.
Now, does this fall in line of Heber News You Should Know approved priority?
That's not my problem.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
Heber News is not my problem. Not a member. Okay. Moving on. B, buyback vacation for officers. Chief Hale, would you mind to get up and give some info on this? I mean, you don't have to get up. You can use that mic. Okay.
Bad influence.
Y'all being heathens.
Yes. The Heber Springs Police Department has wandered on to the grounds of many other police departments, losing personnel. And we have lost 2 in the last month. So there was a hiring, and so now we have 2 brand-new people that have still got to go through the academy process. And
Talk about that.
Sorry?
Talk about that, the academy process, how they're backed
The
up.
academy is 3 months. We have a FPO program, but the academy, the state academy, under CLEST, requires an officer to go to one of 4 academies, and one of those is booked double. They're 100% waiting for another slot to vacate. We are able to get, the 2 new officers should be able to go to Camden in January. January, February, March is the best time for us to send people anyway. And but for right now, they're having to ride with another officer. And so we're hurting on schedule. We budgeted last year $10,000 in overtime money, and I got to looking at it, and I think the best way to handle getting more days instead of paying overtime out is going to be to buy back some of the vacation time. It's going to be at a lesser amount, so it'd give us more days. I'm trying to do it as a voluntary situation with the officers because I understand they need a break. So right now I only have 1 officer that's really even interested. But every little bit will help on the schedule. The money's in there, and I see no reason why we wouldn't take advantage of this, because I won't use it otherwise, unless it gets worse, which it's looking like it possibly could. We may lose another in the first of the year. So I'm just asking the council to approve the redirection of the funds, basically, to use it to buy out vacation time voluntarily instead of forcing overtime.
I'd say whatever you need to do that you feel like would increase retention, we should do.
Raises would, I think.
I'm sorry?
I think raises would be the only thing to keep retention, right?
Well, we're going to discuss that in the
Budget.
my budget.
Yep,
meeting.
I am.
But I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah. But I mean, that'll be
I
something
am-
to discuss next year for sure, right?
This has to be.
Yeah.
We, you know, the council did well by us last year, but we're still just not keeping up.
Gotcha.
And it's unfortunate, but it's just state police have really done some damage to us. When they jumped their pay to $69,000 for a new officer, and that's where Officer Crossland's going. Officer Jackson, he was wanting more territory, so he moved to the county. But, you know, both very competent officers. And so now we're starting over with 2 brand new people. Good guys. We've hired Keegan Baker and Chuck Vaughn. And I don't know if any of you know them, but good people. And I think they'll make good officers. But it just takes time. So we'll get through it. It's going to be tough.
So is there a set amount that we need to allocate, or is this, what's this coming from?
Well, there's right around $6,000 in that overtime budget left after 4th of July.
Okay.
And so I'm just trying to use it, stay within budget. I just wanted the council to be aware of that.
So do we need to make a motion to reappropriate $6,000 from the overtime fund to buy back vacation days?
Yes.
On a voluntary
Well,
basis.
okay, well, yeah. I think it just needs to allow for both, because if I have to force it, then it will be overtime.
Gotcha.
I hope to get volunteers, but like I say, the schedule has to be covered. I don't want the city of Heber Springs having less than 2 officers on duty if at all possible. And, CID helps out, there's 3 in there, but we're 1 homicide away from losing all them for a week. So that's just how that works. And
So I will make a motion then that the money can be used for overtime or for vacation buyback.
thank you.
Yes.
Second.
Hold 1 second. Who is my second?
Me.
You ready for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Amy Bader,
Yes.
Andy Eklund,
Yes.
Chris Foster,
Yes.
Pete Harris,
Yes.
Louis Short,
Yes.
J.P. Hodges.
Yes.
Motion carried. We should probably go ahead and appropriate those funds to come out of street department for the 8th Street Bridge. Is that what you're saying, Miss Amy? Yeah, I don't know. But we should probably go ahead and say that it's gonna come out of street. Can I get a motion for that amount to come out of the street fund?
The 56.
Yes, ma'am.
So we have 2 different street funds. There's a street checking for security and a street fund checking.
I would just say the street fund.
The street
Which one's
fund.
got the most money?
The street fund checking has more.
Okay.
In our latest balance sheet, 241, 14409.
Second.
Thank you. Vicki, when you're ready.
Pete Harris,
Yes.
Chris Foster,
Yes.
Amy Bader,
Yes.
Louis Short,
Yes.
J.P. Hodges,
Yes.
Andy Eklund.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thanks, Miss Amy, for catching that. Okay, Eagle Bank CDs. We can do a 6-month term at 4.5% or a 12-month term at 4.05%.
So we have Eagle Bank General Fund, that there are 4, and we have Eagle Bank Street Fund, that there are 4. That we need to talk about right now, they're coming up. Gotcha.
Thank you.
Okay. And so the other general fund and the other street fund ones are 12-month? So these are 6, and there's still 6 more months on the other ones. Okay. And so what were the amounts again,
Okay,
please?
6 month is 4.5. 12 months is 4.05.
There's 2 street ones and 2 general fund ones. So the 2 general funds are 100 and...
We've split them before.
Right.
No, it's been September 8th.
So these are still good.
So
What do you think, Pete?
do we have any other expenses right now that we need to look forward to these coming to? I mean, we've appropriated the bridge. Are there any other big expenses that we have coming up that we would need street funds for or general funds for that aren't? I mean, nothing out in left field we know of right now?
Nothing that I know of.
Okay. Well, in that case, if the other 2 of both of those are coming up in 6 months, I would say renew these for 12 months. That way, 6 months, you have some more option, and then we have, in 12 months, we have the other option.
Yeah, don't lock it all down.
Right.
Right.
And that way, it's,
That's how we
and
did
that,
it.
and that way, we're not trying to figure out 8 CDs coming off in 6 months.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make a motion to the effect that we renew all 4 of these. 2 street fund CDs, 2 general fund CDs for 12 months.
You were shaking your head. Is there a reason why?
Who?
No,
Gary?
yeah, no, I just saw you shaking your head like there was something wrong. Oh, okay, sorry. I was,
She's been in class all week.
no, because I know you know about this, all
She's
these
an
stuff, so I was
overload.
asking, like, genuinely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll get it down to 190?
Because we're moving 50-something out of it. I still have the motion, if anybody
you
wants
do.
to second it or discuss it.
So we know when were the others done? Obviously, they were 6 months ago at a 12-month term.
We split them up. We did some at 6 and some at 12, and so the 6 months have come up, so in 6 more months, those will come up.
I can't believe it's been 6 months already.
Seems like every meeting.
And no,
I know.
like
I
a
know.
meeting where doing something with CDs.
At least every other. So there's a motion on the floor to do them for 12 months.
Second.
You good with the 190 in the street fund?
I mean, it makes me a little nervous. But we don't know when the bridge is going to come up either. I don't know if it's going to be this year or next year. So we can always come back to that and amend.
Is some of the auction money accounted for in that amount that you talked about?
That auction money is going to go into the equipment fund,
Okay.
their equipment fund.
Their equipment fund.
So yes, ma'am, whatever department's equipment fund.
And there's still the other street checking that has 84,000 in it. Gotcha. Thank you.
That helps.
Would you feel less nervous if the street fund one was at 6 months?
No, because the others are kind of come up at 6. So I feel, knowing that it's payroll, I think it'll be okay. But like I said, we can always amend a budget. Okay, I got a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Who
On the
was your
CDs.
second?
Lewis? Vicki, when you're ready.
Okay, Chris Foster,
Yes.
Keith Harris,
Yes.
J.P. Hodges,
Yes.
Andy Eklund,
Yes.
Lewis Short,
Yes.
Amy Bader,
Yes.
Motion carried. Okay, next up, we have an ordinance for Ms. Sugg doing business with Fab and T. Would anyone like to read it?
I'll read it.
Thank you.
What's the proposed ordinance number?
2025-05. And since it's an ordinance, you can make the motion to suspend the rules, and
Read by title only?
you
all
can
three
read it by
times?
title only, or it's really not that long, so you could read it in full one time,
I'll read it in full.
whatever y'all want to do.
This is just an ordinance that's come about because Ally sits on the board for First Arkansas Bank and Trust, and the city does some business with them. So it was necessary for us to do an ordinance that says that's not a conflict of interest, basically. Ordinance number 2025-05, an ordinance authorizing the city of Heber Springs to conduct business with First Arkansas Bank and Trust, prescribing the extent of said authority and for other purposes, be it ordained by the city council of the city of Heber Springs, Arkansas, as follows. Section 1, First Arkansas Bank and Trust is a banking corporation. Ally King Sugg is a city council member who also serves on the A&P Commission and serves on First Arkansas Bank and Trust Board of Directors. Section 2, in accordance with Arkansas Code annotated Section 1442-107B1, the City Council hereby authorizes the mayor to contract The First Arkansas Bank and Trust is by any indirect benefit council member Ally King Sugg may derive from serving on the board of directors of said banking corporation. Section 3, the authority granted herein to the mayor to conduct business with First Arkansas Bank and Trust shall be limited in scope, time, and cost to the city's standard banking needs.
Make a motion to place on second reading by title only.
Second.
Vicky?
Okay, Andy Eklund,
Yes.
Amy Bader,
Yes.
Chris Foster,
Yes.
Steve Harris,
Yes.
Louis Short,
Yes.
J.P. Hodges,
Yes.
Motion carried.
An ordinance authorizing the city of Heber Springs to conduct business with First Arkansas Bank and Trust, prescribing the extent of said authority and for other purposes.
Make a motion to place on third and final reading by title only.
Second.
Amy Bader,
Yes.
J.P. Hodges,
Yes.
Andy Eklund,
Yes.
Keith Harris,
Yes.
Louis Short,
Yes.
Chris Foster,
Yes.
Motion carried.
An ordinance authorizing the city of Heber Springs to conduct business with First Arkansas Bank and Trust, prescribing the extent of said authority and for other businesses.
Make a motion to approve the ordinance.
Second.
Vicky, when you're ready.
Keith Harris,
Yes.
Chris Foster,
Yes.
Andy Eklund,
Yes.
Amy Bader,
Yes.
Louis Short,
Yes.
J.P. Hodges,
Yes.
Motion carried. Next, I've got set budget meeting dates.
Do we need to do an emergency clause on that one, or is that one okay?
There's not one.
There's not one.
Not one? Okay.
If you all can meet with your department heads before we had this meeting, that would be great. And I can send out, last year how we have the last 3 years of budget, and then we have a line, another sheet with a line, so we can fill in what we want for 2026. I'll get those emailed out.
So the listing of the names that we're associated with,
Correct.
like the budget, the meeting we're having this year will be for, like it has me and Amy assigned to Brian for 2026. So
Mhm.
we're going to meet with him. to
Yes,
discuss
it's for the
26.
2026 budget.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you and Louis Short are doing public works.
Yeah.
Say again?
It says you and Louis Short are doing public works.
So
Now,
we would be
currently.
with police.
Yeah, you'll
you
meet
next
this year for the 2026 budget.
That's what I thought, but I was making sure.
Yeah.
Scott.
Hmm?
With Scott, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Scott.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you do it's under
You knew it all
2025.
along.
You're looking the year
We'll
ahead.
get to work together next year.
Yeah. Yeah, next year
He's
you
just so
two will
excited.
do police. I do have, if anybody wants it, I do have Jim Adams' Excel spreadsheet if you want that. I think it had most of the line items.
It's easy to read, follow.
Yeah. There's a lot of lines for public works.
Okay,
And
so
do
you
you-
guys have a date picked out?
You said you wanted to have this meeting before the next council meeting, is that what you're saying?
No. I just want you guys to meet with the department heads before we have this budget meeting.
The budget.
And while we're looking at the calendar, I need to move October's meeting because I will not be here that day.
Do you have a date?
We can do the council meeting, I'm looking at September, the following week.
23rd.
Uh-huh.
Works for me.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
And then what day, and I know kids have ball and all kinds of sports going on, so what day is going to work for you guys to have a budget meeting? And we can do that after the council meeting.
I see where it says that now. I looked at that earlier, but I didn't see that. line item.
That's all good.
I think we would need to make sure that, if we have enough for quorum to have a budget meeting after the, like, if he can't be here and if Ally has an away game or something. I don't know what the 23rd looks like for other people's calendars.
Pretty
For us to
much
have
it's
a
the
budget.
council meeting or the budget
But
meeting.
both.
Do both on the same day?
No, I'm saying.
I know, I was like,
Whoa.
that was a lot.
So, uh,
What do you do those in October? Okay. In October?
I mean, yeah, I usually like to plan one for October, and then we usually meet in November and December.
Yeah.
Can you send us a few dates or times via email? Would that be better, or?
I
we
can.
Just figure it out now.
It's up to y'all. I mean, I'm pretty open. I'm just gonna be gone the 12th through the 17th,
Of October or November?
October. You wanna do it the first week in, I might be pushing it, the first week in November?
The week of the 3rd?
Yes, ma'am.
For the budget meeting?
Mm-hmm.
And you said there's going to be how many of those? Just one? or
Sometimes
just
there's
having
three.
several?
It's one 30-minute meeting.
I think I went to some of those last
We
year before I
wish.
was on the council. I don't remember it being that prompt.
Yes, yes.
I could do the 3rd or the 4th that week.
Yeah, same. That's fine.
4th is election day.
Yeah, early vote.
We don't have to worry about that yet. So the 4th, a Tuesday? Does that work for you guys?
Yeah,
Do
that's fine.
you want to keep it at, do it at 6?
How long is it gonna be?
Probably a few hours. Or if you want, we can do 2 departments that night and do 2 departments another night. That might be easier because it was a lot last year. And then maybe we can only do it twice.
Yeah, last one.
Yeah.
And so before that meeting, we need to meet with
Your assigned department head.
department heads, go through it, have that information to present to
Yes, to everyone else.
the whole entire
Yeah.
council.
So
Gotcha.
what if we do 2 departments that night and 2 departments another night? And we can plan the second one at that one if you want. And I'll argue with them to see who wants to go first.
They're already arguing amongst themselves.
Let's play some fire. They're always at it. What's that?
Awesome.
Let's give it all to the fire department. Okay.
Casey, we do need to know when you're gonna meet with the department heads, if you do have to let
The press know if 2 of you are going to meet with the department heads at the same time, which I recommend. It's easier that way. You can just let me or Miss Amy know. That way we can let the press know. They have to know at least 3 hours before.
Okay.
Okay, next up I have open mic, and I know that Mr. Scott Davidson is here and would like to speak.
Mayor, council, I'm not going to keep you guys, I promise, too late for supper. Appreciate the opportunity of being here. I'm Scott Davidson. I'm from Batesville. I'm running for one of the circuit judge positions, which are all open and all contested this time, so it's confusing. I understand that. I am actually running for Judge McSpadden's position. Judge McSpadden is retiring. I wanted to just come over and introduce myself, tell you a little bit about who I am, a little bit about what I hope you will find are some qualifications that would enable me to get some votes, a lot of votes in Cleveland County. I need Cleveland County. I've been in Independence County for 37 years. I've been practicing there the entire time, private practice of law. Grew up in Izard County, grew up in the Melbourne area, graduated from Melbourne High School, went to Arkansas State University, graduated there in 1985, and then went to the University of Arkansas Law School, graduated in 1988, went straight from there to private practice in Batesville, practiced with Blair and Stroud, which is a law firm that is still there, very well-known law firm. I was very blessed to get to practice with those guys for 12 years. For the past 25 years, I have been a solo practitioner there in Batesville, handling every type of case that you can imagine walking in the door. And again, have been very blessed to handle just about every type of civil case that one can imagine. Criminal practice, very limited. I used to do some criminal cases when I was a young lawyer. I can barely remember this, but there didn't used to be a public defender, so that meant that the young lawyers got court appointed. And therefore, I took whatever came my way. But the main part of my practice has been civil, and once again, I have been doing that for 37 years. Have a wife of 40 years who has been my stay, and I wouldn't have been able to be here without her. We had our 40-year anniversary in June. 2 daughters, Lindsay and Alex. Lindsay is a physical therapist. Alex is an occupational therapist. They both live in Batesville. I have 2 sons-in-law, one who is a coach, a football coach, baseball coach at Batesville. The other is a lawyer. I tried to talk him out of that, but didn't do any good. He practices there in Batesville as well. And I have 6 grandchildren, and they are the absolute light of my life. I am their pop, and I follow them around regardless of what they are doing. I'm watching them all the time in all of their events. And I've been so blessed to have my family there and remain to be in Batesville. That is one of the greatest blessings that I've ever had. And I've never run for anything. I can tell you I will never run for anything else. Win, lose, or draw. It has been quite an experience. I've had the privilege of meeting a lot of nice folks, and we have just submitted our petitions, which was quite an experience. Judge Meyer is here, and she has been through that as well. When I come to Cleveland County, I always want to make clear I'm not running against anyone from Cleveland County. I think that is something that I have to say because it is very important. I would appreciate very much your consideration. I can tell you that I have been a small business owner for basically the last 25 years, know the ups and downs of that. I have, once again, handled just about every type of case that could come across, and I think that most people that would tell you about me would say that I try my very best to be a fair guy, try my very best to be patient, to be honest. I think that is something that is very much needed in this particular court. There is a need for working through a docket that is pretty well backed up. So it's going to require a lot of work. And I want an opportunity to do that. And just appreciate the opportunity to come over and visit with you guys. Won't take any more of your time. If you've got any questions, do my best to answer.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Anybody else? Judge Meyer?
Thank you. Many of you know me, but for those of you that haven't had the pleasure of being in court, my name's Holly Meyer. I've lived here since my kids were born, 1998. I've served as your circuit judge for the past 9 years. I do the civil cases. I do the corporations, the wills, the trusts, the probates, the quiet titles, any corporate work, any government work, any elections work. Anything that's not family law and not criminal law comes to me, and I've done that for the past 9 years. I think my reputation is pretty straightforward. I'm a straight shooter. I'm very transparent. I'm very efficient. I've cut backlogs in our court. I can get you a court date in short order, and I will handle your case with courtesy and do my darndest to follow Arkansas law and the Constitution. Before I was your circuit judge, I was your prosecuting attorney. I am the first woman prosecuting attorney in this district, first woman circuit judge in this district. As prosecuting attorney, of course, it was rapes and murders and drug trafficking and those sort of cases. When I became the judge, because my name was on all the felony indictments, I obviously couldn't sit on those cases as a criminal judge. So I moved into the civil division and have thoroughly enjoyed that. And after all those years of murder and mayhem, 27 years as a deputy prosecutor, civil cases have been fantastic. Raised my family here, 4-H family. A lot of you know me or my kids, or perhaps my husband, Lawrence Meyer. We had both had a small business across from Walmart. I ran the law office at the back. He ran the doctor's office out of the front. And so we know and have thoroughly enjoyed raising our family in this community. I've been on the Arkansas Sentencing Commission, where I've advocated for truth in sentencing. I've been on the Access to Justice Commission, where I have worked to try to figure out ways for poor people that don't have lawyers to still get a fair shake and an opportunity to be heard in circuit court. I've served as a special justice on the Arkansas Supreme Court, and I have many, many years of experience really litigating cases. I've had over 100 jury trials, which is really, it's an unprecedented number for any of the candidates running for any of the divisions here. I by far have the most trial experience. I hope you never come to court. I hope you never, ever have to see me in that capacity. But if you do, I think you'll be delighted to be in a courtroom where you're treated well, where you're treated efficiently, and where the judge will follow the law and be just absolutely as transparent as possible. Ms. Prince has been kind enough to say very nice things about me. Mr. Foster doesn't do a lot of practice in my court, but I've known him for many, many years. Mr. Short has spent hours in the courtroom with me. I've been a former deputy city attorney for the city of Heber Springs, former county attorney for Stone County. So I certainly understand what you do and appreciate the service you do and the struggles that you have every day with trying to do the right thing, follow the law, stay in budget. So I appreciate all the work that you do as well. Be glad to answer any questions. If you'd like to support my campaign, please go to Holly Meyer for Circuit Judge. I'm on Facebook. That's a fantastic way to follow the exploits of me going from catfish dinner to chili supper over and over again. and trust me, there's been a lot of chili in my life, but it's fun. So follow me on Facebook. We'd love to have you. Appreciate your vote.
Thanks, Judge Meyer. Okay, I've got a couple of announcements. Ozark Trail Fest is coming up October 3rd and 4th. Homecoming will be October 10th with a parade about 2 o'clock. Ozark Trail Fest parade will be at 10 in the morning that Saturday on October 4th. We've got trades around the lake coming up. It will be here. If anybody has a trade or a business that they would like to set up for free, you can let me know, or I can send you a flyer. Jessica Gardner's helping with that. She works at First Electric, and she's been phenomenal. Hopefully we'll have all of our departments set up at trades on the lake. And then After Dark in the Park will be October 25th, and then regular trick-or-treating for Halloween will be October 31st. Anybody have anything to add?
October 11th.
Thank you. Trail cleanup, October 11th.
8:30 to 12:30. We're going to meet at Trailhead Wheels, and if you want to volunteer for it, you're supposed to either let me or Frank Wimberly know or sign up at Trailhead Wheels because they're going to provide breakfast. There's a group from the college with Upward Bound that's going to have some kids. They're going to be out there. Besides cleanup, they're going to put some planters at all the little trail kiosks. And I forgot to mention earlier, but I did want to thank Scott and the street department have done an incredible amount of work to fix up the trail. I told him I sent all of y'all some pictures of the work that was done on the Sandy Beach Trail, and then I know they were finishing up by Sugarloaf the other day, and it looks incredible. It's going to save the city a lot of money because we can't afford to do major repairs with the cement work and all that stuff. So it looks great out there. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Scott. Chief? Homecoming parade is going to be...
You said that was the 10th.
Yes, the 10th at, I think, 2 o'clock. Is that right? because the school gets out at 1:30, so I'll probably line up at 1:45, parade at 2.
And I will remind the council, anybody that wants to ride,
Or watch some videos. That's fun too. I've done that. Yeah. Thank you, Chief.
You can bring candy, throw some candy, right? I don't think there's going to be anything that big. Frank had kind of, most of it I think is going to be more like mowing, trimming. And then I don't know if Frank's gotten in touch with you yet, but he was going to check about maybe getting a load of the city mulch that you guys have down at sanitation. He said maybe if there's some of that would work to put in the bottom of the planters before they put dirt over the top of it. I'll let him get in touch with you on that, but I know he was talking about trying to get with you and see if there was some of that, the broken down mulch, leaf stuff that's all been shredded up or whatever to use in the bottom of those planters. I'm not going to plant anything right now, just make the planters and then plant stuff in the spring. I'll check with him on that. I don't think we will, but I'll check with him.
Great. Anything else? Okay, I need a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Thank you all.